Hello! Hello. How is everybody doing tonight? How you doing, Josh? How you doing, Fluffy, if you're still here? But thank you for coming by if you're not. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. I am. I'm getting a ridiculous amount of sleep, which is unusual and excellent for me. I'm a chronic insomniac, so it's very good to be getting... I think I got 11 hours of sleep last night and the night before. So, quite good to be getting that amount of sleep, and I usually get like, I don't know, like 6 hours. And then went in a few nights without any sleep, or like 2 hours. So obviously we are playing more Gothic Murder tonight. What kind of ridiculous way will Irving get himself killed today? Today on Gothic Murder. Alright, shall we get right to it? I could have played more You and Me and Her, but I felt like we saw enough of that recently. I'll probably do that, continue that during the week, like weekday. It just doesn't feel like a weekend game anymore. Let's see, where are we? Chapter 3, Investigate the Map. Oh, so I guess we still have to go to the red room to investigate. Audio too loud? Not sure. I always think it's too loud. So, I think we may have been mistaken about the gun thing. It depends. It depends on what they mean. So, my assumption when they were like, we don't know what happened to the gun. Or did we ever find out who took it? Maybe they have the gun, and maybe William didn't take it? Maybe he said someone else stole it and gave it to him? Hello, Sleepy! How you doing? Have you had a stream recently? I don't remember seeing you. Maybe I just missed it. Time to commit all the murders. No, we don't commit the murders, we solve them. Oh, you're a family this weekend. Oh yeah, that's right. Your actual Christmas. How'd it go? Well, I hope. We had actual Christmas Christmas time and narrowly avoided COVID because my brother and his wife, who were the ones who came over, and then they got COVID like January 3rd or something like that. It was good. Everyone loved their gifts. Awesome. I'm glad you had a good time. I've been having a pretty good weekend myself. Lots of sleep, which I sorely need, and playing these ridiculous games. The one last night was rather, well, if you watch the VOD, you'll know. Rather shocking. Christmas is great. I don't know. I have like a love-hate relationship with Christmas. Like, I like the spirit of it, but the reality is sometimes not as great. But I like all the, like, the music and decorations and, like, that feeling of, like, Christmas. Magical Christmas stuff. And then the reality is sometimes like, oh, uncles are drunk and yelling at each other. Oh, a political argument. Oh, a religious argument. Oh, somebody decided not to show up because they hate us all now. Best Christmas album ever. Happy Scala Days. Oh my god, is it actually like ska Christmas music? I definitely have to listen to that at some point. Next Christmas, I'm gonna put that on, unironically. Surprise everybody. Excuse me, may I come in? Oh god, I was gonna do a new voice for this guy. Well, a slightly different voice. Yeah! Oh wait, never mind, it's not different. We listen to it every year while watching Christmas lights. I love going out and seeing Christmas lights. I haven't done that in a while. Oh, Real Big Fish album. That makes a lot of sense, actually. YouTube is going to enjoy your karaoke stream. Just think of all the copyright claims. Yeah, I'm going to upload that probably tonight or tomorrow. I like to save them up for like a week and then just dump them all on YouTube at once. They were okay with the last one. I got a whole bunch of copyright claims, but no strikes. And they only muted one song. Oh, yeah, I was gonna change his voice to like the announcer from Smash Brothers, but that's kind of almost the voice I gave him before. Say, did you find out anything? Yeah, it's the same voice. What if I'm a secret love child or not? Or about? No, not yet. I actually wanted to ask you something about that. What is it? Did your mother ever talk about your father? If so, that could give us some leads, so please let me know. My mother! She didn't say much about him, no! I feel like his voice doesn't fit this dramatic moment. Well, that's his fault. Yeah. Meta Knight! I always do, what's her name? God, how could I forget her name? She's like my favorite character. Isabelle! I only play Isabelle in Mario Kart. She's the best. She only told me that she was far away when I asked her about him. Is that so? Your mother's a liar! But when she collapsed 2 years ago and the predecessor gave us some financial support, I do remember her crying and saying she wanted to meet him. Cried? What little wuss? Who cries? Does that mean that she loved the predecessor? Or that she was really happy about getting money? That's why Mr. Ewan choked on his words and covered his face with one hand. It's kinda hot, actually. What happened? I just remembered something about that time. That time? You have one Animal Crossing game, but I never ran into any popular characters in it? Really? You must not have played it very often. Or very long. They show up pretty quickly. It was about half a year ago. I've been to this manor before. It looked like my mother didn't have much time left, so I came in the hopes of meeting with the predecessor. Half a year ago? But on the day of your arrival, you made it sound like this was your first time here. My first time actually being inside, yes. The last time I came, I was turned away at the door. I asked the butler to let me meet with the predecessor, but he shooed me away and closed the door in my face. This time he pretended that he had never seen me before, so I almost left. I don't know if he doesn't remember or is just pretending that it never happened, but... Hello, Sundari. Welcome. Is the question marks for the voice? Or just like, what the hell is happening? Mr. Maurice acted that way? He is so nice, though. How could he do that? Hi, Bean. Wait, is Bean me? It can't be. That's too cute. Gotta be somebody else. The story as usual. Where did they get off looking down on me like that? I mean, I'm a part of this family, aren't I? You don't know that. A dark fire burned in Mr. Ewan's eyes. Again, kinda hot. Do you have a grudge against him for that?
Well, yeah, I want to make them pay for it. And not just the chumps in this mansion, mind you. The Baron's family that made my mother sick, too. Why, I'd like to set a whole bunch of bullets on the ground and watch them step on them. Not that I'd actually do that, because that's a terrible plan.
You're a good bean. Aw. Thank you. Ow, my eye. Oh, you're a good cinnamon roll. Ha!
Even if I became the head of this household, I'm guessing that won't be hard at all to do. In which case, I'll do anything, even murder.
Konnichiwa, sup? Oh my god, I love those. Like the ariga, thanks. Yamete kura, stop. He'll do anything to become the head of the household? Does that include murder? Could it be that Mr. Ewan was the one murdering Mr. Irving in my dream? If so, the motive is that he, a secret love child, will be able to take over the manor once Mr. Irving was out of the picture? Deja vu. Wait, what does that one mean again? We gotta think up one for that too. Wasn't there one for sorry too? You got online classes? Well, have fun. 2 left? You could do it, I believe in you. If anything, the mere notion could very well drive Mr. Ewan to commit the crime. No killing, okay?
Oh yeah, because the friggin' maid is gonna be able to convince me of that. Huh?
I mean, you just said you'd do anything, so...
Do you think I'd go so far as to kill people?
I'm sorry, that was rude. I'm just worried. You got that murderous intent in your eyes. Man, I don't know you. Maybe you will kill somebody.
Worried about what? Master's life?
I'm worried about you, Ewan. Are you gonna be okay? I'm worried about you. This issue with your mother seems to be getting to you.
Oh, no shit! What? All you need to do is worry about your master, which could soon be me if I kill him.
So I can't worry about you, even though you're right in front of me? Doors closed, empty bed. Just saying. After a little silence, Mr. Ewan shook his head. It was like he was literally trying to shake something off.
I think I've talked too much. Can we be done now?
Ah, man. Rejected again. If he got caught, do you think Ellie would say, "You in trouble now"? Well, is his name Gans? No, I don't think he would say that. It's good to see you're picking up his bad habits. Or maybe he's picking up yours. Had to pull out your 3DS to check which Animal Crossing game I had. Apparently it was Animal Crossing Wild World. Never heard of that one. I've heard most of them actually aren't good. Like, apparently the first one, the latest one, and like one other one, like City Folk or something. And the rest are all just kind of mediocre. Yes. I thanked him and left the room. After that, without being able to investigate much, eventually the night rolled in and I was forced to prepare for dinner and other stuff. You know, maid crap, bleh. Finger guns. Phew, that should do it. Oh, I just noticed everything's actually darker here. Like they have a different thing for day and night, I think. By the time I was all done my work, it was already past 9 p.m. Nothing's happened to Mr. Irving as of yet. Damn it! How am I going to prove that I'm actually psychic? Was a dream foreseeing what would happen today or tomorrow? Either way, I need to do all I can to prevent the tragedy. better resume the investigation. There are many things I don't understand yet. The ghost that appeared in the rose garden, the reason why Mr. Maurice got all upset over the pendant, the truth behind the seance, and Mr. Ewan being a love child or not. Almost like none of this is my business as a maid. Oh my god, was it like the dead fish with angel wings? Better report to Mr. Irving. Need to ask him something too. Excuse me?
Aw, Ellie.
Mr. Irving came out looking somewhat pale. How can you tell? You aren't gonna be able to stop Junko, the tragedy will happen. Will it?
Well done, peasant!
Are you feeling okay? You don't look good.
I'm fine. Actually, I just remembered something. Do you remember what the key you found in the Virgin Mary statue? I wonder whether it might be for the safe in my father's room.
Ah. I see, your father left you that statue, didn't he? He was hoping a maid would break it and somehow that would help.
Yeah?
Yeah? I feel like they wouldn't say that. Yeah!
Gave it to me before he left for the front lines. It's been in that room ever since.
Maybe the statue itself was just a means for the predecessor to pass the key to Mr. Irving. If so, why didn't he tell Mr. Irving about it? Well, because then he could have just given him the key. I saved a small key in my memory. Mr. Irving, shall we go check if the key opens the safe? If it's okay with you, that is.
Well...
Mr. Irving glanced at the clock.
My bedtime is 9:30.
860 points, hell yeah! Saving up quick. What, do you have someplace to be? I don't think so. Hello, Pookins, welcome! Woohoo!
No, it's fine, let's go.
Wait, he just doesn't want to be with us anymore? Oh, it's so spooky! It's all dark now. With Mr. Irving leading the way, I once again found myself in the predecessor's room. Well, first... Search start! First, we gotta use the key! Never mind, can't do that yet. Cooking Mama? What? When I opened the door as I did before, the safe appeared. What? Once more! You gotta rhyme, then rhyme.
Now to see if the key fits.
Mr. Irving pushed the key into the safe's keyhole. There was a sound of something unlocking. The key was for this after all, just like you said.
Yeah, but the safe didn't open.
It seems like we need to turn the dial as well, stupid. How's the music? Is it loud or is it okay? Maybe it's just loud to me. I need everybody's opinion. Or is it quiet?
I don't know the number. I wonder if it's written somewhere.
I guess we gotta look for it. It doesn't overtake your voice? It must just be loud to me then. I gotta turn down my headphones, I guess. Turn it down if it's easy for you? Yeah, I can thankfully change it separately. In my headphones. Poor password security in this mansion. Yeah, this is 1920s mansion. Where's the security cameras, huh? Where's the automated turrets? Stuffed with books. I can't tell what they're about from their titles alone. Well, they're probably not very good books then. But shouldn't the title tell you what the book's gonna be about? Nothing really strikes me as odd here.
Besides that...
Besides what? They just need LastPass, or maybe in this era, like Last Peasant. Exactly. I have to use something on the safe? Use the safe on the safe. You pay a peasant to remember your codes. They just follow you around with a little notebook. Actually, that sounds almost like it could happen. Like if you're rich enough... I gotta be honest, I have literally no idea what to do now. They keep trying to use it in incorrect places. What do you mean besides that? Besides what? What do I do? I can't use anything on anything. Irving, please help! See, it should have like a big X. Right? Like, use. Do I just check the safe again? I'm not very smart, clearly.
Is something written on the key? I gripped the key and tried to twist it out of the keyhole. But all I managed to do was turn the circular head itself. Whoops. Just snap the key off in there. We're screwed. Huh?
Dude.
I kept twisting until the entire head came off.
Alright, thanks for coming by. Affy, see you later. But, oh. What, there was paper hidden in the key?
It was then that a small roll of paper fell out.
What is this?
Did you know about this?
Not at all. Why was it hidden in such a place?
Clipping that.
Did my father put it in?
Unfurling the paper, I saw a handwritten message. Whoever wrote it was trembling when they did.
I wrote this before I left for the battlefield, though I wondered whether I should at all. If you see this, think of it as the guidance of the Virgin Mary. The key is for the safe in my room. For the dial number, look very closely at the Bible on the bookshelf. Hopefully, I can come home safely and tell you this face to face after you've reached adulthood. I sincerely hope that said time will come.
Yeah, hiding in a key in a paper is pretty smart. If you can manage to make that happen. Wonder if I'd like this game. It is pretty funny, but unintentionally so. It's kind of like a B movie. You're like escape rooms. Play 99. Have you played 999 or any of the 999 series? Like Zero Escape.
Finally, allow me to apologize for my poor handwriting.
What? Who cares? Dude, you died in a war.
As expected, I couldn't ask Keith this time. Key 0.
You haven't played him? Play those. If you like escape rooms and really, really good stories, you would love Zero Escape. Yeah, Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma, and 999. Well, start with 999, but there's a whole, there's like a 3-pack of them. Alright, unfortunately, I must run an ad, so I will do that and be back very shortly. Wait, how do I do that? Where's the little manual ad button? Do it. Run ad. Did it work? There we go. What is your ad, I wonder? Is it about insurance? Is it about French fries? Maybe you already watched an ad and you're still here. In which case, hi. And almost back. You're not seeing an ad? Oh, well then. Oh yeah, you're subbed. Well, cool. Let's continue then. Sub privileges indeed.
The letter ends here. He's right about the handwriting. God. Good thing he went and got shot in a war. Not much else he could do with handwriting that bad. Was this written by the predecessor? The writing doesn't look anything like what we saw at the seance. It's all crappy.
You just got dumb luck? Oh, I wonder if maybe you'll get an ad like some other time. Save paper and the key in memory. But yes, oh my god, like do not sleep on 999. It is so good. If if I could replay those games and not know what was gonna happen, I would not be playing this game right now. I would be playing those.
Mr. Irving stared confused at the message before him.
What is this, chicken scratch? I can't read a word.
What should I ask? About
Keith? Do we think he knows who Keith is? Yeah, Zero Escape is top tier. Josh knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Are you familiar with his handwriting?
No, I've never seen it before. But based on what the letter says, perhaps it's my father's. If so, that means his usual writing is hot garbage.
You'll consider it cool. Maybe you can stream it. Although I think you're not really a variety streamer. So maybe not. Yeah, the American dude from Yu-Gi-Oh! That's who wrote it. Wait, that's Keith. Oh my god. That's right, it is Keith. Oh my god, he knows Keith. You are a variety streamer, you're down to stream it? I would love to watch that. I would watch like every minute of you streaming 999. Can you do voices? There's a lot of visual novel stuff in it too. Struggle with single player? Aw, that sucks. It is good though.
The letter says, I couldn't ask Keith this time. Does that mean your father would have usually asked Keith to write for him?
My father did once say that it was embarrassing for him to show people his writing, as his penmanship was so poor. The letters he sometimes sent were written beautifully, or so I thought he was just being humble.
What should I ask? About Keith. The letter mentions Keith. Do you know who that is?
Yes, probably my father's footman. He was an American, from America, or so he was one to say.
In German, the game is called No, No, No. In America, that joke is called No, No, No.
Footman, I don't believe he works here now. Did he quit?
No, he died during the war.
Really? He died in the war.
Died in a bombing raid, I hear, protecting my father.
There's nothing actually funny about dying in a war. Well, I was laughing because I like tried to think of a joke but couldn't. Acting.
Keith went out the same time as my father and was in the same unit. Took care of my father even there.
They were together that long? So was your dad like a single man?
World War 32. Gay. Maybe. I think that's maybe what we're getting at.
I've heard he was like a, quote, best friend to my father. They were almost the same age, apparently.
Did your father's handwriting still look the same even after Mr. Keith died?
What? I thought they said they died together. In the war. You're lying. We all know they went to the Shadow Realm.
Yes, it looked exactly the same.
Mr. Keith was with the predecessor all the time. If the handwriting believed to be that of the predecessor was actually that of Mr. Keith all along, then, well, That means...
At the time... Oh.
At the time, Mr. Irving suddenly looked at the clock.
It's so late. What did I tell you about my bedtime? I'm going to need a nappy tomorrow now. Look what you've done. Oh, I know, I skipped what they said.
You seem to be worried about the time before, too. Do you have someplace you need to be?
I've got an appointment to be murdered later on. Yeah, I need to go now, but you can stay here. Clean up this room while you're at it. Needs a good dusting after all.
And with that, Mr. Irving hurried out of the room. Is he meeting with someone? How dare he? Whatever the case, I'll hold him to his word and stay put. In fact, I'll check out the room while I'm at it. Even though I just did this. First of all, I'll have to find a hint as to the dial number. The dial number.
How dare you run up his own while he's constantly trying to be murdered. He's totally gonna die without us. We have to protect him.
Sure enough, there was a Bible on the bookshelf. Religion. Pfft. The paper we found said, for the dial number, look very closely at the Bible on the bookshelf. I should take a look at this. Huh. It's burning my hands. Weird. Behind the Bible was a diary of some kind. Is this the predecessor's diary? Why is it hidden like this?
Because it's a diary? What do you...
Huh. Definitely something to think about. Still, I need to check the dial number first. When I opened the Bible, there was a bookmark there. 3 circles all drawn by hand. Is this some kind of memo?
No, it's a little face, like, ooh. He was just doodling.
Flipping through the book, there was a page that was folded in a triangle with a red bookmark. Huh. Unfortunately, I read some of the words and fell asleep instantly. The right hand page has been folded. Page 6. Is there anything there? Curious. I read through the pages thoroughly. It took 3 hours. Have you ever seen how many words are smashed into the Bible? There was nothing particularly worrisome, except for, the text of the Bible. Huh, what is it? What? Again, a blue mark and another folded page. It's on the left-hand side this time, page 13. There's nothing particularly concerning about the content.
Uh-huh, you say that. The text worries me too.
Do not read. Flipping again, I found another bookmark, black. The right-hand page is folded this time, page 32. There is nothing concerning here, other than, obviously, the code.
613. It's some evil password.
I checked the rest of the book, but there were no other bookmarks or folded pages. Oh well. Only 3 separate places. Is this some kind of hint?
What do you want to bet they won't actually make me enter the code? Yeah, it's 11037, exactly. But Sayaka's not here.
There's nothing that gets my attention besides that.
Besides what? What is it? Turn the... Let's check our memory. So the blue is... I guess, should we start with 6 or doesn't it matter? I guess it doesn't matter, right? Maybe it does matter. So, left 6, right 13, left 32? Isn't that you? Wait, isn't who me? Oh, we need some programmer to figure out what it means? Yeah, aren't you a programmer? Oh, it's right. Right red, I think. Right. 6. Next. Upper left. Left 13. Next, upper right. Right. 32.
I have turned all 3 dials. I pressed against the door of the safe. It opened easily. Ha ha!
I'm a programmer, but 11307 doesn't have any significance to me. So you say. You're like, that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean Leon. My name isn't Leon Pookins, and I totally did not murder Sayaka. It's a coincidence. Nebu is the ultimate programmer. No, that's Cherry. Nobody can take that title but them.
Inside there was a golden pocket watch. Okay. So not like gold bars? Not like the deed to a mansion? No? A watch?
Wait, I feel like I've seen this watch before. Bruce Willis is gonna want this back.
Is this what the predecessor wanted to give Mr. Irving? I found nothing else in the safe. Cool. Glad we went through all that work.
Yeah, gold watch, let's pawn it.
There's nothing unusual except it looks expensive. I'm keeping it. I did all the work to get in there. It's mine. Maybe Mr. Irving knows something about this. Seems like a valuable item, so it's best not to take it out. Yeah, no way somebody's just gonna come in and steal it after you. Leave it here and let Mr. Irving know later. I'll put the watch back inside and close the safe. Let's look at the safe again. What is written in this diary? I've been snooping already, might as well go for broke. Looking inside, I saw the same handwriting of the message during the seance.
Huh, really?
October 21st. I found out today for the first time that Ewan came to see me 3 days ago, and that Marie died yesterday. I'm sure Ewan knew who I was and came to inform me about Marie's critical condition. I feel terrible about that, but you know, I got a name to uphold. It pains me. It saddens me. I couldn't see my son, and I couldn't see my beloved at the time of her death. But I must withstand it for my master.
Oh, was it actually like... Was it Keith's? Was it Keith's wife? Or Keith's lover and son?
I should not hold a grudge against Maurice. I should rather be thankful.
Son! Then Mr. Ewan really was the predecessor's secret love child. Scandalous. I need to ask Mr. Maurice. He should know everything. With that firm resolve, I left the predecessor's room. Yeah, let's track this bitch down. Tell me everything you know, Mr. Maurice.
Le gasp.
Is not here right now.
Is he in the dining room? Yes.
When I searched the dining room, I found Mr. Maurice there. May I have a word?
Ellie, what is it?
I want to ask you about something. It's about Mr. Keith who used to work here.
Keith, what do you want to know about him?
There's so many things that I want to ask Mr. Maurice, but first of all, I want to know whether he was the predecessor's ghostwriter.
Wait, ghostwriter? Is that... I don't think that's the proper term. I mean, it might be. I think ghostwriter is somebody who actually, like, writes in your stead. Like, not not dictation. Ghostwriter.
I hear he gets on a motorcycle and bursts into flames, fights evil. Is that true? Does he know the Flash? The Punisher?
Why do you want to know about something like that?
to help Mr. Irving. Now he can't turn me down.
Help the Lord? What do you mean?
Yeah, I hear he's Nicolas Cage. Is this true? This is just hypothetical, but Mr. Ewan may try to kill Mr. Irving.
Friend, you can't be serious. After what Mr. William did? What on earth?
I can only think that he may be in danger because I saw someone kill Mr. Irving in my dream. Then again, I did dream of Mr. Ewan. He considers himself the predecessor's secret love child. So maybe he thinks that killing Mr. Irving, by killing Mr. Irving, he will be able to take over the manor.
Wow. You got quite an imagination.
I think that we might be able to stop this crime if we reveal the truth. So could you please tell me what you know?
No.
You wouldn't have to try that hard. He dies every 5 minutes. The ingenious plan this time. Set a piece of wood out with a nail. And he steps on it and gets tetanus.
Mr. Maurice was considering the situation when a voice suddenly broke the silence. Maurice, did you see Layla?
Miss Grace? No, I've not seen her since this morning. Wasn't she in the room this whole time?
She wasn't there when I came back from dinner. I waited for her for a while, but even at this hour she still hasn't returned.
Sorry.
I've not seen her either. Where could she have gone? Do you have any idea? I'm not sure if this has anything to do with it, but...
Are you saying that?
Mrs. Grace showed us a flower petal. Yes, I'm Mrs. Grace, and I'm showing you a flower petal. And speaking at the third person. I'm not crazy, you're crazy. She also disappeared from this room late last night. When she returned, I found this on her clothes. I asked her about it, but she wouldn't tell me anything. Bright red as blood, this flower. It's the flower that killed Mr. Irving.
Yeah, watch your back, MC. About to get murdered by roses.
At that moment, I suddenly remembered my dream and a vague part that had been colored red. His body, from the blood. I remember this petal, the one I saw in my dream. In other words, Mr. Irving will be killed where this flower is. Where'd this petal come from? That was... the pocket watch.
Obviously the rose garden.
This game is for babies. Babies who like murder. Did Ms. Layla visit the rose garden last night? This is a petal from the Earl Red, isn't it? Or, really any rose, because... I don't know.
I always knew flowers would kill me eventually. They were too pretty for their own good. God damn it, no! Josh is dead. By the power of flowers. Flower power.
Oh, the rose that we grew through selective breeding.
Yes, there is no doubt. This is definitely Earl Red.
I wonder why she went to the rose garden. Louisa said that she saw the masked ghost in the rose garden last night. When I thought about that, I cut the music off abruptly and realized something. Where is Mr. Irving now? It seems like he went somewhere, but do you know where he is?
No, I don't. He was there when I went to his room just now.
I have a bad feeling about this. Not only Mr. Ewan, but Miss Layla also seems to have a reason to kill him. She was acting strange because of a broken heart. Anyway, let's go to the place I saw in my dream. The kitchen. I guess the terrace.
Yeah, bye, Irving. It was nice knowing you. Totally not gonna die.
I went to the terrace facing the rose garden.
Eddie is the Lord there.
How'd you get here? I turned around and saw Mr. Maurice following me with a gun. Yes, I'm sure. He must be where the Earl Red Rose is.
You seem to know everything. No wonder the Lord praised you for your wonderful deductive skills. Too bad they couldn't deduce that I'm the murderer. I mean, good work.
Maurice, stop following me.
It's not my deductive skills. Anyway, could you take me to where the Earl Red is? I heard it is in back of the Rose Garden. I also heard that servants can't enter the Rose Garden without permission. But that doesn't matter now, does it?
Well, if you want to get fired, rules are rules. Of course, I give you permission. Let's go.
Wait, aren't you one of the servants? Mr. Maurice took the lead and set off at a run. But soon after...
Just, I'm so old.
Mr. Maurice, we must hurry! Faster!
Ellie, I'm sorry. This is tough on an old man like me. Why don't you go on ahead? I mean, I'm old. It'll be hard for me to keep up. That's all I meant.
I don't know where it is.
Wait a minute. I'll draw you a map. We totally have time for this.
Mr. Maurice took out a paper and pencil from his pocket and drew a rough map. I think he's trying to get us lost.
There's a hedge of pink roses where this P is. The white rose is a W and yellow rose is at Y.
Alright.
There are golden roses where the arrow is. Arrow red, the bright red roses we are looking for, are blooming right behind them. And here, we're gonna set the camera up here and the motion sensor here. That way we can catch whoever the mastermind is the second they walk in. Brilliant plan. Oh, what? Rontaro was dead? Oops.
Golden roses? Does such a flower really exist? What kind of rose is it? A gold one? No way.
Follow the numbers from 1 to take the shortest route. Take the correct path between the hedges to get there.
Alright. So straight, left, straight? Yeah, why do you tell me he's just gonna draw a friggin' map?
Yes! I'm not sure it's by looking at this, but I think maybe Maurice has lost his marbles. Maybe I can figure out by looking at the actual places. Okay, I'm going now.
Alright. Oh, Eddie, in regard to your question earlier,
We don't have friggin' time for this. He's gonna friggin' be murdered. But yes, okay, what do you want?
you were right. Keith was a predecessor's ghostwriter for a long time. It takes me back. Why, I remember a story when...
I understand. That's all I need to know for now. I thanked Mr. Maurice and ran off holding the map. Almost immediately, I came to a fork in the path. This is where number 1 is on the map. From here, I need to head toward number 2.
What? But they didn't show me a left and right. It said straight. Oh, I guess it's left then.
Take this path? Okay, this is different from the map. This wasn't the right way.
Eh?
I'll have to go back.
What are you talking about?
I returned to my previous location. I must hurry.
I guess I should have saved it. If we went to 1 to 2, the only way to get to 3 is either straight or left. Eh. Right? Oh, I guess it's saying I walked up and now I'm staring straight at the W. Okay. I get it. So I'm not really turning left. I'm walking on the path, turning to the left to face W, and then deciding where to go. Gotcha. Might as well go ahead and save, so I don't have to do this all over again.
Soon after I came to another fork. This is where the number 2 is on the map. I have to go next toward number 3.
A delicious recipe for glazed carrots. Thank you, Josh. I believe it's the left path this time. Yes.
What?
Is this game screwing with me? What?
I turned around panicking and then... I heard a scream coming from somewhere. That voice, Mr. Irving. I hurried in the direction of the voice. When I got there...
I was being stabbed by Tuxedo Mask. No, what will Sailor Moon think?
Was the scene I saw in my dream. In front of me, Mr. Irving's skin and clothes were stained red.
Yeah, R.I.P. Irving. At least it's like a real, legit murder this time.
Mr. Irving! I screamed and ran up to Mr. Irving. Without thinking, I reached out to help. But I was left grasping at air. Before I could reach him, Mr. Irving's body collapsed lifelessly. I was too late. If I'd arrived earlier, maybe I could have saved him. If only the map were better written.
Did he intentionally screw me?
I was overcome with regret. Not knowing what to do, I clasped my hands together tightly.
Out of reach. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Yes, there's someone on the floor. I know. A labyrinth of roses. So... Am I crazy? Like, how is it not a left? Is it saying you're always facing the white roses? I didn't really get that. I didn't really get that they were saying that. Is that what they're saying? That you're always facing the white roses? So then the next one will be behind us? I don't get it. This map looks confusing. It is. This is where number 2 is on the map. I have to go to number 3. Alright. I mean, I guess if you look at it this way, like, this is yellow, white, and red? No. It doesn't make any sense. Why would I go to the right from here? Hello! Welcome! Azalard! I like those little heart, emotes. Is somebody holding a heart? Is that you? I've got a little heart emote now, too. Haha. Alright, go.
I took the path between the hedges. Almost immediately I came to a fork in the path. It was the right way, somehow.
Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and save, because, you know, they're gonna screw us one way or the other here. So, chat, where do you think we need to go? We're at number 4. Which direction do we go to get to the arrow? Left? Or right? My guess would be left. Oh, one of the variant models because I'm a shapeshifter. Kind of me, that's a very cute emote. Aw, thank you. Yours is cute too. Yes, left is what I also would assume. But I assumed wrong for all the rest of them, so... I'm kind of a shapeshifter too, but not really. I just kind of shift clothing. Alright, let's try left.
I took the path between the hedges. According to the map, the golden rose should be here. Let's find out.
What? Should we go toward pink and yellow? I'm just gonna save again. I don't really understand this one. Oops. I'm just gonna go toward... I guess yellow, since they said the golden rose?
The yellow roses are in full bloom. I wish I could spend my time looking at them.
Alright.
There was a glittering golden rose among the pink roses. Okay.
So the yellow roses are not the golden roses? They mean literally gold?
Is this a golden rose?
Sure.
When I touched the golden rose, it was cold and hard.
What?
This is metal. Probably brass. Those cheap fucks couldn't afford gold for their golden rose.
The game is trolling me. Maybe it's just been trolling me this whole time.
When I tried twisting it to take the flower, the rose rotated.
Why are you taking it? You're stealing their stuff?
Oh, maybe this rose is... Oh! When I pressed on the rotated rose, you know, just for the hell of it, the hedge in front of me suddenly moved forward. Beyond it was a wide swath of vibrant red. It was Irving's blood splattered all over the white roses. I see. The golden rose was a doorknob, which makes the hedge a door. Okay.
You know, it probably would have been good for Maurice to mention that. Like, oh yeah, by the way, when you get there, it's just a wall. And the hedge is actually a door. You need to turn the rose. Not just draw me a really shitty map that is obviously very wrong.
I checked behind me and looked around. The roses here, they are all red. They really are red like blood. Among the roses, I could see Mr. Irving, looking sad as usual. Facing him was a dark, shadowy figure. A black mask! Is that the ghost of the predecessor that Louisa saw? With its entire body covered in black, it certainly felt like some otherworldly being. He had that pop collar. He's a bad boy for sure. I'd see that person somewhere before somewhere. Searching my memories, I suddenly remembered something. Oh God, I left the pasta on! It's gonna be all burnt! Sorry, Irving, I gotta go! I'm sure you'll be fine, just talk it out!
Maurice, you're bad at your job. Yes. Oh, he's gonna get stabbed.
The cloudy parts became vivid. I dreamed that Mr. Irving was stabbed by a person wearing a mask. Is that really gonna happen? No, I am here now. I'm a superhero, I guess. Take him down. Mr. Irving hasn't been hurt yet. I'm sure I can stop my dream from coming true. Full of encouragement, I hid in the hedge to watch them.
I don't think hiding is gonna stop him from stabbing him. Just saying.
Why are you doing this? You deceived me!
That's probably who it is. What? But they had short brown hair.
That voice, Ms. Layla? So it was Miss Layla who was in the Rose Garden last night. What was she doing here?
Yeah, stabbing, yay! We've also seen getting shot in the foot. That kills you. For some reason.
And why is she here now?
What? Obviously to stab him to death. Where have you been?
With a sinking feeling, I listened to their conversation.
I forgot her voice.
You and your family deceived me. This is my revenge.
No, it's like, I'll kill you and frame your family for the crime.
So that's why you're dressed like that? Oh god, alright. Whatever, go and kill me then.
Yeah, so someone sees me dressed like this, they'll think I'm your father's... that your father's spirit killed you.
Really? Why do you think that?
Did she dye her hair and cut it? Maybe.
Well, that won't be so easy. Think about this, Layla.
Well,
I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm finally awake.
what? She's gonna like go Super Saiyan or something?
Miss Layla raised her voice in fury and removed a shining object from her pocket. Pikachu, go! She threw the Pokeball at the ground. What should I do? Stop immediately.
What?
Stop what?
Stop listening? Yeah, let's stop. Let's save. Yeah, wake me up. Before you go. Oh, no, go back.
Mr. Irving, stop this nonsense. You're not allowed to get murdered. Go to your room right now, young man. No murder till after you've eaten your dinner. I immediately jumped out from where I was and stood in front of Miss Layla.
Nani?
Please, no! Don't kill Mr. Irving!
Alright, I'll just kill you then. What are you doing? Don't get in my way.
Miss Layla tried to push me away, but I grabbed hold of her before she could. Then we got into a scuffle. Suddenly, a noise rang out from behind us. Nani? Looking back, there was also a masked person there.
What? They're all masked people. What?
Where's my mask? Come on. You were all doing like a whole mask thing and you didn't think to give me one? Jeez. Inconsiderate much? I know I'm just the maid, but... And there was a third person in a mask.
What the fuck? No! Tuxedo mask, why?
A knife gripped tightly in their hand, they stabbed Mr. Irving. What is going on? I don't understand. I watched stunned and speechless as Mr. Irving crumpled to the ground. At the end of the day, I couldn't save him. Oh well. Time to go back and do maid shit, I guess. Pots aren't gonna scrub themselves.
Right, we still lost? I don't know.
That was all I knew.
What? Thugs behind? Thugs, okay? Is that because we missed that one thing? You think? Because we didn't follow the route exactly? Huh. That's the only thing I... Oh no, wait, there was a stop immediately in the other one. No, not now. Alright, let's try not now.
Wait, is Miss Layla really the culprit? I mean, she is standing there in disguise with a knife, saying that she's gonna kill him. I don't know. Let's watch and see how this plans out. I held myself back from going to stop her and thought. If my dream was a prophetic dream, it would show me the future that I'm about to see. The person who's gonna kill Mr. Irving is... Layla.
Now.
You win. Though it looks the same as Miss Layla.
It doesn't, though.
The figure must be Mr. Ewan, on account of the hair, and the fact that it's definitely him. Does this mean that Mr. Ewan will appear here? I cautiously looked around. At that moment,
Stab!
a black figure emerged from the hedge of roses. I raised my voice at almost the same time. Mr. Irving, watch your back!
Nonny?
Cheh!
Mr. Irving narrowly escaped the knife. Good. Well, it's all over, I guess. One miss and you're done. Ah! Mr. Irving ran towards Miss Layla and hid behind her.
No, please don't stab me. Stab her instead.
You and don't do this, you're so much fun. Well, he's gonna go to the inn. With the innkeeper, with all the other criminals. Right where they deserve to be. Yanni?
Miss Layla stood frozen as she watched the events play out in front of her.
What the fuck? I was gonna kill him!
Mr. Irving immediately seized her.
Oh my, stop, let go!
Calm down, Layla.
Mr. Irving struggled to hold down Miss Layla. If he gets attacked again now, then I must take down Mr. Ewan. Of course, I may not be able to do it with strength alone, but I've got Pikachu! Use Thunder Shock! I made up my mind and stood before him. Good thing I'm wearing my plate armor under this maid outfit. You're Mr. Ewan, right? Stop this!
Oh, you know, no reason for this then. Get wrecked.
Mr. Ewan threw off the mask and hat. Kinda hot.
Unless he gets the William treatment and not just arrest because the
Characters are dumb.
Yeah, maybe he's gonna die.
Get out of my way. Do you want to be killed too?
Don't move! Killing doesn't achieve anything, only pain! I can't let you go through with this!
You don't decide. It makes sense. You don't know anything.
No, you're the one who doesn't know anything!
No, you don't know anything.
No, you!
That's why you don't get the meaninglessness of your actions.
Wait, what? Oh. Oh, I read that in the wrong voice.
That's why you don't get the meaninglessness of your actions!
Nani?
Yeah, everyone get knife stabbing fever. That's right, MC is the maid, so she does know everything. Maids are very smart. They clean a lot of books, so they naturally absorb the knowledge.
I'll explain what I mean. Would you please listen to me?
Nope. Gotta do some stabbing now. Starting with you.
Mr. Ewan thought for a second and nodded.
Okay, I'll listen for a bit. But next time I tell you to get out of my way, do it, alright?
I understand.
Okay, get out of my way.
Damn it! He tricked me! Guess I gotta get out of the way. I promised. My word is a maid.
Question start. Oh yeah, shit's getting real now. I'm gonna take a very short 2 or 3 minute break. And I might as well just go ahead and run an ad now so they'll be delayed another hour. Alright, I'll be back soon. And what a reasonable murderer. Yeah, you can trust that face, right? That is a murderer you can you can trust with your life. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back.
Before I go into specifics, I'd like to confirm some things. Where were you earlier tonight? I'm concerned that somebody's trying to murder Irving. I gotta rule you out.
Welcome back, thank you.
The reason why you wore the mask, there must be a reason why you need to wear that mask, right? The reason why Mr. Ewan wore the mask is to hide his true identity, to catch Mr. Irving off guard, to put the blame on someone else.
Why are you asking him if you already know? I guess to put the blame on someone else? That'd be my assumption.
You dress like that to put the blame of killing Mr. Irving on Ms. Layla, or the predecessor spirit, right? Yeah, remember that dumb excuse? The ghost did it? We're still going with that, I'm afraid. So that even if someone else sees you, you can say it wasn't you.
Well, nothing would top being able to blame everything on that princess or the ghost. So what? So you've destroyed one of my roses. You'll never get through my other 5 roses.
So I wonder how you were able to dress exactly the same as Ms. Layla.
What do you mean? We're built exactly the same. Exact same body type, right?
You dressed exactly like Ms. Layla because...
You wanted to frame her? You heard from someone else other than Layla. Just a coincidence. You asked Layla? Many flowers were killed in the making of this game. Also many Irvings. Also many brain cells. Maybe heard about it from someone other than Layla?
I don't think you and Ms. Layla have any connection. Someone who taught you how Ms. Layla would dress like, right? Someone else taught you how Ms. Layla would dress like, right?
I don't know if that sentence is correct or not, but it sounds really weird.
Who was that someone else?
Probably you received a letter from someone who claimed to be the spirit of the predecessor.
No way.
Not enough Williams were killed in the making of this game. We can fix that.
That's it. That's it, is it? And it's someone else who gave you the knife and mask.
Even so, then what?
It's safe to assume that the same person as Mr. Williams' case is pulling the strings here too. Not only Mr. Ewan, but maybe Ms. Layla also. Maybe she has instructions for that person too. That's how this case happened. The fact that he received instructions notwithstanding, it must have been Mr. Ewan's own will, own desire, that drove him to kill Mr. Irving. He was jealous of Layla. He secretly wanted to marry Irving. I knew it. Hot.
She knows too much, stabs. No, we're having a rosy showdown. You never had a battle of wits with a murderer? With someone trying to attempt to murder you right then and there?
He thinks that because he is the predecessor's love child, he can get his hands on the family estate by killing Mr. Irving. So I need to correct that assumption. You ain't getting shit, bro. Sorry. What should I do? Show the evidence. How do I get this love child idea out of his head?
What should I give him? The diary. Right? Pretty sure it's the diary.
Take a look at this diary. And also take a look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
You would get jail time IRL? Yeah, he's not going to do this time though.
Look at this diary the predecessor has written about you and your mother.
Right, because it's actually Keith.
Really? Pretty cool, thanks.
He took the diary from me and flicked through the pages.
He is saying that I'm his son. I'm a love child after all. Huh? What does this "for my master" mean?
The person who wrote the diary is... you! Pikachu! Keith! Maurice! I think the diary was written by Mr. Keith. See where it's signed at the bottom?
From America.
Keith, who is that?
Used to be a footman at the manor. He took care of Mr. Oliver. You don't know him?
He's American.
Oh, I don't, but wait a sec. So that Keith guy, the one calling me his son? Lame.
Yes, that means you're not the president's love child.
Wait a minute. Then why was I called to the seance?
I don't know. They like fucking with poor people, I guess?
The best Yu-Gi-Oh character.
Yes.
Why did the predecessor help us out after Mother collapsed? And why didn't they let me see him the last time I was here?
I don't know the full story. Maybe they just hate you. I don't know. Seem like kind of a dick. And about any of those things, I can think of only one overarching reason, though. You're kind of a dick. That being, Mr. Keith is actually...
An American.
impersonating the predecessor.
Yeah, Maurice, you have some splaining to do. Yeah, I assumed it was this, that he was impersonating him to begin with.
I think Mr. Keith was impersonating the predecessor. That should explain a lot of things.
Impersonating?
They must have switched during the war. I heard that Mr. Keith died in the bombing at that time, but I think it was Mr. Oliver who actually died.
How is that even possible?
Well, you see, when a bomb drops on you, I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. That it just kind of blows up and it rips you to little bits. Do you really need me to spell this out? Oh, you mean how did they switch? Oh, I don't know.
I did hear the burns made him lose his voice, and that he always wore a mask thereafter, sure, but people didn't notice.
Mr. Maurice is the only servant here who knew Mr. Oliver before the war. The latter was estranged from his family.
Yeah, kaboom, exactly.
Once back from the war, he stayed cooped up in his room and didn't interact with anyone other than Mr. Maurice. Therefore, Mr. Maurice was really an accomplice to the fact they would have been able to keep the whole thing a secret.
That's a plausible story, but it's still hard to believe. I'm just gonna get to stabbing now, if that's okay with you. Certainly there was such a description in the diary, but that's not enough.
There were two pieces of evidence other than the diary that indicated switching of identities took place. The first is...
The pocket watch? The paper? I guess the paper? Oh, I like how there's no penalty.
I get one, but don't understand the other. But I'm not convinced.
Yeah, Maurice, you could have prevented this whole thing. This whole murder.
I need to show both pieces of evidence, or else he's not gonna believe me.
Oh, crap.
You won't believe me with this? Let me think again.
Okay, so one is the pocket watch. Go ahead and save it. So the pocket watch and what? The diary again? Nah, it can't be the diary. The knife thing? No, he stole the knife. The pendant. Oops. Nope, not the pendant. The pocket watch. And the diary? Nope, I can't even pick that. This? No.
Alright, you suck. Stab away. That's enough, Shirley. Move out of my way.
Okay. I couldn't convince him.
You promise to move if I tell you to, right?
Yes. I glanced over my shoulder. Whole bunch of stabbing was going down.
Yeah, we are dead.
Mr. Irving was still struggling to hold down Ms. Layla. What exactly is going on over there?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't move. I've made up my mind. I held my ground against Mr. Ewan.
You risk your life to protect your master? For someone so clever, you sure can be an idiot at times. This is one of those times.
David's struggling for 2 hours.
With a shocked grin on his face, Mr. Ewan brought the knife down on me.
Such an idiot, really. I quite liked you, but oh well. I was a murderer.
Tasty knife wounds, yeah.
As I slipped out of consciousness, I felt someone cradle me in a tight embrace. Oh, Ewan. I mean, Irving. But who it was, I'll never know.
Bloody hug, ew. Alright. Well, what do we think the evidence is? Is it not the pocket watch? The locket and... It's gotta be the pocket watch, right? And the paper? No, it can't be the paper. And then this. I have no idea. We're just gonna die again. They indicate the switching of identities took place. Oh, they just mean the mask? And... Right, so the mask, and what's the other one? The pocket watch? I said it changed, his voice changed, right? I don't know. This? Oh god. We died again. I figure it's gotta be the mask. And we already tried the pendant. It can't be the diary. We just read the diary. It can't be the diary. It better not be the diary. I can't choose the diary. Okay. The dog? No. The paper? I get one but not the other. Oh, they said that before. So it's got to be the paper and the watch. Right? Will and letter. No, it wasn't the will. They wouldn't let me pick that. I guess it has to be the paper for the handwriting? But I thought... Oh, I thought the paper had just had the little circles on it, but that was the bookmark. Ah, stupid me. Ah, dang it. The paper and... It wasn't the paper and the mask. Yeah, please look it up. I have no idea. I can't figure it. Is it the it can't be the diary. It won't let me pick it. The paper and the locket. No. Maybe I keep picking the same ones. I don't know. The locket and the knife case. So that's neither then, right? That's gotta be neither one of those. The will plus the letter. Oh. I didn't even think the will was gonna enter into it at all. I would have never guessed that. The will is such old evidence. The will in this letter, right? The paper and the key? Ah, here we go. Cool, thank you.
This handwriting is believed to be that of Mr. Oliver. He seems to have asked Mr. Keith, his footman and wartime companion, to ghostwrite for him. If Mr. Keith actually did die during the war, the writing should have changed afterward, but it stayed the same.
Yay, victory!
This is one of the points that proves that Mr. Keith was impersonating Mr. Oliver.
Is that so? The handwriting, huh?
The other point is the reason for the seance. Ms. Mahi said it herself. The predecessor hoped for a seance because he wanted to deliver his real will.
A real will?
By calling Mr. Oliver's spirit, he wanted Mr. Oliver himself to deliver his will to everyone. I think this is the reason. For that to happen, there needed to be a seance. That must have been what Mr. Keith thought.
That's why the seance was held.
If there were no impersonation taking place, it could have simply been written down normally, but...
Because he was pretending to be Mr. Oliver himself, he thought of calling the spirit to deliver the will.
What? But why? If he had been impersonating his hand, or... if he had been his ghostwriter this whole time, what difference would it make? Unless everyone knew that he was the ghostwriter, but clearly they didn't, right?
Yes, I can't think of any other reason.
I see, so my father was this Keith guy. I'm not a love child after all.
We did it! Hooray for us.
Ah!
Well, still gonna stab him. I mean, I came all the way out here with a knife.
Before I could even realize what was happening, I saw Mr. Irving bolting toward me. Then with a powerful kick, he leapt into the air. Hoo-yah!
Don't you touch my maid! Who's going to cook me soup?
Sure.
Mr. Irving had snatched the knife away from Mr. Ewan, who was now kneeling on the ground.
Damn, what happened to that princess?
I mean, what happened to that princess?
I forgot his voice. Hey, he's a martial artist all of a sudden.
She's unconscious now.
I followed Mr. Irving's gaze and spotted Miss Layla lying on the ground. Limbs severed from her body! What do you mean unconscious?
Well, technically. She flew into a rage, then fainted, probably from overexcitement. I didn't do anything, I promise.
I wonder if Miss Layla is okay. At least now we don't have to worry about being attacked.
You caught me completely off guard. Ellie, did you intend to do this from the beginning?
Just struggle with a knife blade for 2 hours, suddenly a fighter. Yeah, she's like this tiny little woman, too. If he's this skilled, why do you keep dying? Because he's not very smart.
No, I didn't expect this to happen. I just wanted to stop you from killing Mr. Irving. I'm glad I managed to. You won't be hurting Mr. Irving, correct?
I have no reason to. Like you said, there is no meaning in killing someone. Now, I guess.
Mr. Ewan stood upside and looked back at Mr. Irving.
Can we kiss and make up? Did you hear our conversation? My father impersonated yours. I started listening halfway through. To be honest, I can't believe it.
Then Mr. Irving called out to the hedge.
Rise, my hedge monsters! Destroy these fools! You heard it too, right, Maurice? Tell us the meaning of all this.
Yes, understood.
Yeah, now he gets away with it. Not that other guy who has to go to the inn. What a punishment.
Mr. Maurice appeared from the shadow of the hedge. He must have caught up to us after that and watched what was taking place. And he didn't bother to save me when I was getting stabbed. What a jerk.
It's exactly as Ellie said. Keith did indeed impersonate Mr. Oliver after the latter died on the front lines.
Why did he do that?
Mr. Oliver very much wanted you to succeed him, my lord. That is, after you reached adulthood. He believed it would simply be too heavy a burden on you to become head of the family while you were still young.
So he wanted me to wait till I was an adult?
Yes, but then your father became a casualty of war. He lost his life protecting Keith from those bombs. Unfortunately, the master before the predecessor suddenly died of illness at the same time. What? What does that mean? The master before the predecessor suddenly died. The situation made it inevitable for Mr. Irving to become the head of the family.
Oh, does that mean, like, there was already a master and then also the predecessor? The predecessor's predecessor? Is that what they're saying?
To return the favor to Mr. Oliver, Keith decided to impersonate him. And to help his ex-wife and son.
That is my mother and myself.
Wrong voice.
That is my mother and myself. I'm really good at impersonating you, aren't I?
Yes, the fact that your mother collapsed only strengthened his decision to assume Mr. Oliver's identity. He needed the money for her hospitalization. As for the Lord, he'd have more freedom when it came to money. He would at least be able to pay the hospital bills.
Is that so? So he did it for us too.
Starting to get a clearer picture. I'll try to ask Mr. Maurice for more details.
Let's ask about the reasons for turning Ewan away.
The reason why you sent Mr. Ewan away without letting him meet Mr. Keith is you're afraid the truth about the switched identities might come to light?
Yes. I was also afraid that Keith would leave and never come back to the manor if they met.
Why? But he still would want the money, right?
So I decided not to let them see each other at all. I know I wronged them, both Ewan and Keith.
And then he just gets stabbed in the back.
You bastard! I'm gonna friggin' kill you! Did my father mention us at all?
Yes, he talked about you often. Apparently Keith was drowning in debt. What a pathetic man. Kinda glad he's dead, really. That's why I left your mother, as painful as it was. He used to say he was doing all he could to repay his debts, so that he could live with his family again one day. At least until the war came and his destiny changed.
Really? Seems like he had a lot to deal with. Well, I'm out of here. Dinner? Anybody?
Why was Mr. Ewan called in for the seance? I still don't understand that.
Like I said before, Keith didn't explain much about the seance to me. I don't even know that the plan was to call the spirit of Mr. Oliver. So when I find Ewan's name on the will left by Keith, I thought that was Keith's wish.
Yeah, you made a lot of poor decisions, Maurice, including not saving us or keeping Irving from being killed.
I thought he wanted to talk to Ewan even after his death.
I see. That's what Mr. Maurice thought. Which is what I'm saying out loud.
I still regretted not letting Ewan see Keith that day, so I gathered all the participants according to the will.
But if Mr. Keith's intention was to call Mr. Oliver's spirit, there was no reason to call Mr. Ewan.
That's true, then why?
Perhaps the mastermind behind this particular incident has something to do with the will? If so, then maybe the plan was to use Mr. Ewan from the beginning. That's why he was called here. From the beginning.
Bet we are close to chapter 4? Oh yeah, I bet. And I think we only have one after that. I think there's 5 chapters.
I think I've told you most about what I know. Unless you want to, like, get me... unless you want me to get really in-depth about butlering. Because I know plenty about that. No?
Okay, are you sure? I mean, some of it's interesting. No? Are you going? Okay, fine.
Mr. Maurice faced Mr. Irving, then bowed his head deeply.
My lord, I'm sorry for keeping all this from you. You're fired? I mean, never mind. It was all for my father, right? I'm not blaming you for that. I'm not gonna ask you to forgive me. Please forgive me.
I don't understand much, but your commentary is delightful. Oh, thank you. To be honest, neither do I.
It was my intention to kill you. Ha ha. I misunderstood and envied you. Kinda still want you to die because you're rich and I'm not. I'll accept any punishment you can think of. Just saying. I've no intention of doing anything like that. Damn it. These cases are a result of various misunderstandings. I don't think you're solely responsible. Are you sure? I did try to murder you. Surely my father wouldn't want it either. Your father too? Yeah. I think I can understand him a little now.
Good. Mr. Irving understands where his father is coming from.
Yeah, get the tea ready. We would love for you to talk about tea, Maurice. Did the butlers know about tea? Or is that a maid thing?
He valued Mr. Irving more than anything else. You know, after his fortune, after his estate, after those cool roses. I can be sure of it now. The message at the seance wasn't Mr. Oliver's. It was the work of some malicious person.
We should go back to the manor. We need to take Layla back. Oh, wait. Not breathing anymore. Alright then, well, I suppose just leave her here. Not getting any deader.
And they all lived happily ever after until chapter 4. Yes.
With that, Mr. Irving walked back over to Miss Layla. She was still unconscious.
Oh, brain damage for sure. Is she alright? We should call a doctor. You know, later. Whatever. Well, what was Miss Layla doing here? I think she wanted to talk to me about the past. Not that we managed to, though. She got so excited.
Talk about the past. I remember when Miss Layla said to me, "You and your family deceived me." What does that mean? It feels a little strange to be angry about forgetting an old proposal. Yeah, kinda does, doesn't it? It almost be super insane if you, like, took that as a reason to plot the murder of their whole family. And then wrote a whole bunch of books about it, stories, threw them into the sea.
I know nobody has any idea what I'm talking about other than Josh.
I found out enough things about the predecessor, but there are many things I don't understand yet. Like trigonometry? Jude, right over my head. I don't even know who pretended to be the predecessor spirit. The fog that surrounds us is still thick. It seems we can't see what's coming ahead.
To be continued. The Ghost of Roses. Alright, chapter 4, Forbidden Fruit.
I had another dream the night of the attempted murder. God, not again. Come on. I think maybe I gotta quit. I'm just gonna have dreams of this dude getting murdered like every single night.
Yeah, chapter 4 hype.
Oh, wow, what a shock. He's dead again. Wow. Mr. Irving collapsed. This is a dream of the past, or is it gonna happen? I wonder. I don't know. Why are all these things happening? Could Mr. Irving escape his fate? You know what? I'm just gonna say it is fate that he's gonna die. I'm just gonna do maid stuff.
What are you doing in my room?
Hey, are you okay? I was just watching you sleep. It's cool, right? Hey, you know I'm not a murderer. You were, moaning in your sleep. Did you have a bad dream? Or was it a good one? Huh?
Mr. Ewan, why are you here?
Oh, I have something urgent to talk to you about. I came here because I heard you were still sleeping after your shift had started.
Wait, so you came here because you heard I was still sleeping?
I don't know about this guy. I mean, I already didn't know about this guy, but now I super don't know about this guy.
What? I'm late for work.
You're late for work every single day. Oh yeah, Louisa didn't wake us up again. Oh jeez.
My shift started at 6 a.m. It was already well past then.
Well, I did save the master for like the 4th time, right? Cut me some slack.
No way! I'm really late! I can't believe I slept in so late. I've got to do a montage of getting ready, run out the door with toast in my mouth, and then run into Mr. Irving. And then, inevitably, there'll be like an upskirt shot or something for no reason? I don't know. Oh, what about Louisa? I scanned the room, but I couldn't see Louisa. It looks like she's already gone to work. The fuck she didn't wake me up for?
Yeah, well, we are fired.
Why do you look like you're about to cry? You gotta cry, baby, cry. You were up late last night dealing with a number of issues. I don't blame you for sleeping in. If you want, I'll apologize instead. I'm sure that I'm to blame for a lot of this, on account of the attempted murder and all that.
Thank you very much. That feeling is enough.
What? No, it's not. The feeling is not enough. Take him up on the offer.
You just said before that there was something urgent you wanted to talk to me about. You know, maybe I should change first.
I think in the 1920s this would not be appropriate. This is basically like seeing her in her underwear.
Yes, remember my father's diary you gave me last night? I read it all. Gross! You don't want to know the shit this guy was into. I burned it. Something strange was written on the last page. Something about a black dog.
Black dog? He wrote that in the diary? Oh, that's the gang he's part of. May I take a look? Last night I was in a hurry, so I could only read part of it. Looking at the last page of the diary, I saw one line that said, "I'm going to investigate the black dog." I don't see it on any other page. Seems like it's only mentioned here. Black dog. Natalie talked about it before. She said that it had been seen deep in the village. Is that what Mr. Keith wanted to go check on?
My father died the day after he wrote this entry. Asked the butler about it, and he was found dead in the morning. Oh yeah, butler is dead. Sorry, should I have mentioned that? He's dead. Maurice is dead. I talked to him, and now he's dead. As if he had been sleeping in his bed. They thought he died of illness, weakened from the injuries he'd received in the war.
I wonder if there was a real reason he died.
Or maybe the black dog killed him.
If not from illness, what could he have died from?
Well, in detective novels, sometimes they poison someone to try and make it look like they died from an illness. Maybe it was anthrax.
I knew Butler for 5 minutes. He was like a father to me. We don't seem to know much about Jack the chef or Natalie. That's very true. That's why I've been suspecting Natalie. She has kind of a Yusa look to her.
Poison? Cool!
If nobody was suspicious, then it is true that death would have been considered the result of an illness, so it's not out of the question.
So you mean my father may have been killed?
It's just a possibility. Anyway, I'm curious why he died right after he wrote the "I'm going to investigate the black dog" in the diary.
Oh yeah, head maid is also suspicious. Wait, has she been? Head maid, Noelle? Or do you mean Louisa? I think Louisa is suspicious.
Huh? I mean, yeah, huh?
Just then, the door opened with a crash.
Eddie, how long you gonna sleep for? Ms. Noelle told me to wake you up. Really, get your act together. You didn't wake up no matter how many times I called. Oh, I didn't know something was happening here. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, Noelle? I haven't seen her as suspicious yet. Louisa, yes. Huh? What? Why is one of our guests here? Oh, I think I know what's happening. Well...
Oh, I shouldn't be here. Probably should have been here all night, huh? Anyway, we can continue this later. We should also talk with Irving.
After Mr. Ewan had left the room, Louisa rushed towards me.
Hey, what's going on? You didn't bring him here, did you?
Yeah, we were in your bed all night. Huh? No way, he invited himself in.
I can't believe this is happening. I must tell everyone right away. Ellie skipped work to bring a man into a room.
No, it's not what it looks like. Okay, yeah, sure. Go and tell everyone.
Take a guess, Louisa.
What? Don't start spreading weird rumors. Tell everyone I was with Irving.
This will keep me amused for days. I kind of like Louisa. She's like, finally, something to do.
Louisa ran out of the room looking very satisfied with herself. Not as satisfied as I was last night with Mr. Ewan, but still. Hey, Louisa, wait! Oh my. I dressed myself faster than ever before and flew out of the room. To the hall.
Yeah, rumors. Hooray.
When I went to the hall, Ms. Noelle was waiting, as usual.
There you are, Ellie.
I'm very sorry I'm late.
You don't need to apologize. It seems you have a lot to take care of, including Mr. Ewan, from what I hear.
Huh? Did you hear something about me?
Yes, I heard it both from Mr. Maurice and Mr. Ewan. Seems they involved you in a lot of their troubles last night.
Oh, they involved me in a lot more than their troubles. I see.
I'm sure you're tired.
You don't know the half of it.
But you have work to do right now. Go ahead and wait upon the Lord and his guest in the dining room.
Yes, ma'am. I found Mr. Irving in the dining room, dead. God damn it.
Good morning, Ellie. Did you sleep well last night?
Well, it depends on what you mean by well and sleep. Yes, I had a very good sleep, but I had another dream.
A dream? Of me dying? Pretty badass. Is someone going to try to kill me again?
I'm not sure it was a prophetic dream. It looked very similar to my previous dream, so I may have just been repeating the same dream. You know, it's just you dying. You dying every night. You know, they all look the same at this point.
I hope so. I'd hate for someone to try and kill me again. Such a bitch when people try to kill me. Just wish it would stop, really.
Mr. Irving! What should I say? I'll stop it. It's okay. No matter what happens, I'll be sure to stop it.
Ellie?
Did I promise too much? Just because I've been able to save him so far?
You know you're saying that out loud, right?
Yeah, use our ninja skills to kill them first, Irving. Why can't you protect yourself? Just put some bullets on the ground all around you.
I'm sure you'll come to save me, just like last night.
Wait, you mean like last night, like in the Rose Garden, or last night with you, yeah.
I was so relieved when I saw your face.
Really?
Yeah.
Just make him say like yes, something that fits more with this era.
I seem to rely on you an incredible amount.
Well, I am a maid. When Mr. Irving smiled, someone came into the dining room.
Oh, you're both here already?
Mr. Ewan relaxedly sat in the chair next to Mr. Irving.
I spoke briefly to Ellie earlier. But I have something to tell you about my father. Would you mind listening?
Yeah, I know what you mean, Irving. We did watch you die on multiple occasions. So we won't always save you.
Sure, what do you mean by earlier? I did hear a disturbance not too long ago.
Oh, you heard that, huh? Whoops. Guess there's not a lot of soundproofing, huh? Well, I guess I know now.
Oh!
That might have been because I went to Ellie's room. The room? Yeah. Oh, shouldn't I have? Probably shouldn't have stayed there for 3 hours then, huh?
It is prohibited for men to enter the female servants' rooms. It's not all they're prohibited from entering.
Oh, that's a rule, is it? Didn't know. Don't care. Gonna do it again. Regardless of whether or not you knew, you lack delicacy. I'm amazed. You must teach me. Is it really such a big deal? All I did was go in the room. At first.
Yeah, thanks, Ewan. You're gonna get us fired.
Anyway, as long as you stay here, obey the rules. Don't do that again.
Ewan is a Chad? Oh, for sure. I think he knows exactly what he's talking about, too.
Okay, I got it.
Is Mr. Irving a little upset? Is it because he's strict when it comes to rules? Or is there another reason?
Anyway, back to what I wanted to say. My fathers actually don't care.
Just then, Mr. Maurice entered the dining room.
My lord, I've something to report. Oh, Ellen and Ellie here. Perfect. I'll tell you all.
It was something to say. Say it to my face.
Irving is jelly. He's super jelly.
Yes, I have the results of the analysis of Mr. Oliver's letter.
I believe I mentioned yesterday that I was asking a specialist to analyze the handwriting on the letter. The results have come back already. Is that not
supposed to be Maurice saying that?
Let's hear that first. I'll tell you my thing later. Ellie, I'll tell you all about my thing later, too. Okay, Maurice, please continue.
Certainly. The results conclude that the letter and the seance message, both of which claim to be written by Mr. Oliver, were neither his nor Keith's handiwork.
Oh. I think Ellie requested it. Oh, she did? Oh, okay. Then maybe she could have said that out loud.
I knew it. Someone was mimicking Keith's writing.
Yes, even some parts of Keith's will were faked. Ewan was named as one of the participants for the seance, but his name was added by someone else. I'm sorry to tell you this, Ewan, but literally nobody wanted you to be here.
Oh, someone is pretending to be the predecessor?
Seems to be the case.
I wonder if the culprit called Mr. Ewan here to have him execute the crime.
Seems so. Damn, that pisses me off. Well, the wheel was manipulated. Then does that mean the culprit has been hiding among us for at least the last few weeks? How sus. Sus indeed. Even before that, my father's death is looking more and more sus. Keith's death? Anything sus about it? Yeah.
Mr. Ewan said that the day before Keith died, he wrote in the diary, "I'm going to investigate the black dog." I think I was supposed to have been saying that out loud.
Keith did that.
You didn't know, Maurice?
Everything is suspicious.
No, I did not know about it.
But isn't that suspicious? He died the day after writing something like that? Definitely. Black dog, it's an old folktale from my village.
He used to live deep in the woods. Natalie was attacked.
Is there such a thing? Who is Natalie?
Oh, wait. Oh, shit. So either A, he's so much like...
Who are you talking about? Oh, I have a maid named Natalie. Oh, whatever. I don't remember the maids' names. I only remember your name because you saved me multiple times.
Or Ellie ain't supposed to be here.
Huh? She's the maid apprentice working here. She's from the village here and has braided hair.
Really? I didn't know.
I see. All of us are here in the manor. But Mr. Irving returned to the manor a few days ago, and Natalie mostly keeps herself hidden. So I guess it makes sense.
Does it? Or was I right? Was I right about Natalie all along? Natalie, you have some splaining to do.
Mr. Maurice and Ms. Noel are taking care of the servants.
Was she really attacked by the black dog?
Yes. When she was a child, Natalie's father told her so.
I see. There are a few things I'm concerned about. We will need to investigate this seriously.
Ewan muttered and turned to Mr. Irving.
Can I stay in the manor for a bit longer? There are some things about my father and the person who I was used by that I wish to investigate. Also, kinda want to investigate that maid's room a few more times.
Plot twist, Natalie is a ghost? Or something.
He wants to investigate. Ah. Is he saying he wants to join our investigation? What should I do?
I guess we should just agree, right? I don't think there's really any reason not to.
It'll be a great help if we investigated together.
Ellie, you agree? Thanks. I understand you want to find out about Keith. You may join us, but please abide by the rules of the manor. Okay, I think we'll make a good team. About the black dog, I think the villagers know something about it. I'll go ask them after the meal. Okay, then we'll continue on with our investigation. Maurice, could you find out whether anyone acted suspiciously before Keith's death?
Yeah, it is like Kyoko and Makoto all over again.
Mukuro Ikusaba, a 16th student, hiding somewhere in the school. Watch out for her. We need to find out who could have doctored the will.
Yes, my lord. Should we keep this a secret from everyone?
Yes, I'll reconsider if we don't find any clues.
Like I thought, Mr. Irving wants to try to keep this as quiet as possible. This could hurt the Rookeford name.
Go talk to my aunt at the medium.
They seem to be in their room still. Shall I go call them?
How do you know that? Are you psychic?
Yes, making a plan to talk to them after the meal.
Yes, making... What?
I bowed and left the dining room.
That sentence didn't make any sense. Alright.
I need to go get Mrs. Grace and Ms. Mahi. They should be in their rooms.
The red room and the green room? I don't remember what rooms they are. Doesn't matter. Alright, I'm gonna take another very short break. 2 or 3 minutes. And I will be right back. And I guess no reason not to just do another stupid ad. Hold us back for another hour. Alright, be back soon. You think Twitch cares that I'm always like, stupid ads? Probably not. Alright, be right back. Hello again. Alright, where do we go? I think one of them is in the white room.
Excuse me, the meal is ready. Okay, I'll be down soon. Jeez, you've immediately pissed me off. When I entered the room, Miss Grace was still getting ready. As for Miss Layla, I looked around and saw Miss Layla in the bed. She been sleeping since?
She might be dead. I don't know. Didn't want to talk to Grace. She's mean. Yeah.
Miss Layla fainted after attacking Mr. Irving, so he brought her back here. He called the doctor, and the doctor confirmed that physically there was nothing wrong with her, but she is crazy pants. She wakes up every now and then, but when she does, she gets so awfully agitated. I've been giving her a sedative to help her sleep.
Ah.
Agitated? Like she was last night? What happened to Miss Layla? She seems to know something. I should try asking her some questions. What should I ask about?
Layla's motive.
When Miss Layla attacked Mr. Irving last night, she said, "You and your family deceived me, so this is my revenge." Do you have an idea what she meant? I'm not sure.
Uh-huh. Sure you don't.
I think this has something to do with the promise that Miss Layla made with Mr. Irving when they were young.
How ridiculous. Deceived? What's she talking about?
Miss Grace angrily murmured to herself.
Layla's a child. As she grows up, she'll understand. None of that actually matters.
Miss Grace seems to know what she meant by deceived. I don't think she'll tell me, though.
Promise with Layla. Tad worried about Layla, though? Yeah. Like, whether or not she might try to kill us still? Well, Irving. Obviously, nobody's trying to kill me. No one cares about the maid. No one cares about the maid.
I think Miss Layla received a letter with instructions. Mr. William and Mr. Ewan also received letters from the culprit. Have you seen something like that in the room?
Maurice asked me the same thing, but I don't know. I searched the room, but I couldn't find it.
Well, I wonder if Miss Layla threw it away.
Ask about the black dog.
Long ago, there used to be a black dog that lived deep in the woods. Do you know anything about it?
I've heard about it, but it's just a rumor.
I think I've asked everything.
Who do you think you are asking these sorts of things?
Well, you're the one who answered. You didn't have to.
Worried she might not be over the Irving thing? She might just kill MC? Oh my god, that'd be crazy. I wish people would just chill after my failed murder attempts as much as these people do. Well, you see, you gotta go try and kill rich people. And I guess already be part of a rich family? Oh man, that's kind of depressing now that you think about it. That maybe that's kind of realistic. But that if a rich family was having some kind of internal strife and they were trying to murder one another, they might actually not tell anybody.
I'm sorry, but I was just curious.
Oh, are you finished? I'm going to the dining room.
Yes, I'm very sorry. Not really, though.
Yeah, you also have to come up with stupid plans that for somehow work.
Miss Grace seems to know a lot. Or doesn't she want to tell me because I'm a maid? Or is it because she's something she can't say? Lost in thought, I left Mrs. Grace's room.
And now the green room? The red room? The blue room? Just tell us where to go if there's no penalty.
Excuse me, your meal is ready.
Oh god, what's her voice? She could be literally anything. I don't know. I never came up with a real voice for her.
Okay, thank you for the...
Oh wait, yeah, she was like a Valley Girl. Okay, thank you for letting me know. She be Frieza. I don't know if I could do a Frieza voice. What's wrong? You look scared.
What? Oh, excuse me.
Do you want to talk to me? Konichi, what's up? Konichi, what's up with you?
No, but I think Mr. Irving wants to talk to you and not be murdered. So please ask him.
Mr. Irving wants to talk to me? What do you mean?
Well, I shouldn't have said that. What should I do?
How you doing? I'm doing great. How are you? We're having a lot of fun with this game. Explain.
Mr. Irving is going to ask Ms. Mahi about the lie that she told. So something related to Mr. Irving's questions. Promise with Layla? Letter from Oliver?
What should I select? A will?
Mr. Irving wants to ask about the message from the seance. He says you are full of shit.
Yeah, we just got out of chapter 3. And now we're in chapter 4, the Black Dog, or whatever. I don't actually remember what it's called. Fourth Dream.
It has been proved that it wasn't written by Mr. Oliver.
It wasn't Mr. Oliver? Is that true?
Yes, the handwriting was analyzed, so we can be fairly sure the letter was made to look like his writing.
Really?
If I may ask, Ms. Mahi, did you really think that message was written by Mr. Oliver? Hesitating slightly, Mr. Mahi spoke.
Whoa, really? Oh, I think we covered this before. That we don't actually know what their gender is because it seems to switch back and forth. Which is cool. Or no, maybe they're just gender fluid. To be honest, I didn't know.
You didn't know? What do you mean?
It's embarrassing to say, but I'm not spiritually talented. Although I can feel spiritual power, I've never been able to communicate with spirits. Yeah, Ewan and MC have become a team after we started to become a murderer. Then Ewan came in MC's room to flirt. I'm sure that's all they were doing was flirting. I was taking over for my mother, so I tried to do what I'd seen her do. But I didn't commune with Oliver at the seance. You silly.
I had a feeling something was amiss, so I was right after all. What an incredible thing to confess! Maybe she'll tell me the truth now?
You're just a maid. Why would I tell you anything?
I should ask about the message at the seance. Ms. Mahi seemed to know before the meeting that there was a paper with an invisible message written on it.
She was told by the culprit. Probably ahead of time, right?
The reason that you knew there would be a paper with an invisible message on it at the meeting is because the culprit told you, right? The method of communication was... Morse code! The Black Dog!
Probably... the letter.
Didn't you receive a letter before the meeting? It was probably signed as Mr. Oliver.
Oh man, Lulu is out of stock. Yeah, let me, I'd actually like to know how often people can redeem those. I think it's like... I'm not sure. Let me check. Wait, it doesn't actually say. Wait, what? Why doesn't it say? Well, I'll just put like a timer for it.
I don't believe it!
Well, believe it. Well, I changed it to 5 minutes for the Lulu one. I don't know. I'll have to go back and check them. For some reason, it doesn't say. Yes, it was in the chest when I arrived at this manor.
I knew it! Ms. Mahi also received that letter.
Also, did other people receive a letter as well? Hello! Welcome! Welcome, Natalia Tiga. How are you doing? It's good to see you again. And welcome, whoever is with her. Welcome very much. We're playing a ridiculous, murder game. That's not really all that murdery. I mean, it is, but, you know, it kind of feels like this game was made for like 12-year-olds, maybe? But how are you doing tonight? Were you streaming? I think you're a streamer, right? I have a horrible memory. Still out of stock? Oh, I don't think it's been 5 minutes yet.
Yes! Mr. William and Mr. Ewan received letters with instructions. Why did you follow the instructions, Ms. Mahi?
For one thing, I thought it would make me seem like a better medium if I did what the instructions said. We're streaming Mass Effect. Aw, sweet. The first one? It's such a good game. But also I wanted to know who wrote the letter. If the letter wasn't written by Mr. Oliver Spirit, then who wrote it? I thought if I followed the instructions, I might be able to find the person behind all this. Oh, the second one. Yeah, the second one's really good too. It's got that, can I say this? That really hot lizard guy. And also the Geth guy that you can get. He's like my favorite character in the whole series. Ah, crap. Hopefully I'm not spoiling anything for you. Beat the first already and, you know, maybe halfway through the second. Ah, dang. Sorry. No idea. Never played. Never mind then. Hot lizard guy. That's totally not a spoiler. It might not be a lizard. I don't actually remember. How do you raid? You put like /raid and then space and the name of the person you want to raid. Is that shocked because I spoiled it? I'm sorry. Or shocked because I said the lizard guy was hot. Because I mean, that's just facts. Can't argue that one. I don't know what either of those characters you might be talking about are. Okay, cool. Just forget it then. I didn't actually spoil anything.
You wanted to find the person behind this.
Isn't it you? I had personal reasons for wanting to do so. I'm sorry for what I did to Mr. Irving. You know, I just got killed like twice. 3 times? No big deal. Only lizard guy I have is Grunt. Oh, that's who I meant.
What personal reasons? Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked. But please tell me if you can. Under the circumstances, I want to know as much as I can.
And he not really a lizard? He turns into a lizard. And gets super hot.
It may help me to resolve the situation.
You're right, I understand.
Mr. Mahi spoke, hesitating slightly.
What? Oh, just forget it. Oh look, those little Kirby's are praising me, apparently. I thought I might be able to figure out what's hurting my mom. What? Hurting your mom? If I found the person who wrote the letter.
Hurting your mom?
Yeah, that's what I said. Hurting your mom. What?
That's right. Your mother has been ill for about a year, hasn't she? So probably the sickness is hurting her? Not somebody here.
Yeah, Mom has been having nightmares where she says the name of the evil spirit has been exorcised here.
Evil spirit?
I will tell Mr. Irving the full story shortly. This isn't something I should be telling you like this.
I understand. The evil spirit that she exorcised. Is that the reason why Ms. Mahi was here before? And now, the evil spirit is hurting her mother. I wonder what this evil spirit could be. Probably Mr. Ewan.
Yeah, the black dog. Oh, it probably is. It's still not back? Yeah, I don't know. Something might be wrong with it. I'm not sure. I'll probably just check on it after the stream. But thanks for letting me know.
I went returned to the dining room and found Mr. Irving alone with a serious look on his face. Everyone had finished their meals and all the dishes had been cleaned. What's the matter?
So I talked to my aunt and Mahi.
Mr. Irving told me what they had told him. Most of it was what I had already heard, but Ms. Mahi's story was a little more detailed.
Can you tell a joke? The jokes are all in the game, about the game. So yes, stick around and listen and I will tell many terrible jokes in these people's voices.
Ms. Mahi had sensed the same feeling from the letter as she had long ago from when the evil spirit that was exorcised. That made her think that the letter was the work of the evil spirit. So that evil spirit is behind this?
How ridiculous! I couldn't keep listening.
But we did talk about the black dog thing, so maybe it's not ridiculous? I'm just saying. Well, I understand how you feel. Not really. But I wonder what the evil spirit could be.
Are you kidding? I just said it's nonsense. You're fired.
I'm sorry, is that something I shouldn't ask?
No. Honestly, I'm not sure myself. I know that an exorcism was performed back then, but I don't remember what it was for.
I see. If I may ask, do you remember when it was? When the exorcism was performed?
Exactly 10 years ago, when I was 11 years old. Did I mention I'm 21? You can lewd the hell out of me. Perfectly legal.
11 years old. I feel like Mr. Irving is forgetting something.
I think he's forgetting the promise he made with Layla. Oh God, that's right.
The promise he made to marry Ms. Layla when he was 10 years old. They were just children, so it's only natural that he forgot, but I do wonder. Maybe the demon that was exorcised was his remembering Layla.
You want to hear it again, but you can't? I'm so sorry. I'll figure it out some other time. Saved exorcism in memory.
Then, as if only just remembering, Mr. Irving spoke.
That's right, Ellie. What happened with the safe?
Oh, nothing. It was, there was just a gold watch inside. Nothing else. No gold bars, no cash.
I forgot to ask about, but were you able to open the safe in my father's room?
Oh, yes. There was something I had to tell you.
Shame on you, Irving. I have to ask about the watch.
There was a pocket watch in the safe.
A pocket watch?
A pocket watch. It's still in the safe. Would you like to go and have a look? It's almost definitely not there anymore.
Yes, could you tell me how to open the safe?
What? No, you gotta figure it out for yourself. Where's the fun in that if I just tell you? Of course, I'll show you. I followed Mr. Irving and left the dining room. Skipped out on all my chores. Screw 'em.
Oh no, not the pocket watch from Full Metal Alchemist. It's the pocket watch from Pulp Fiction.
I entered the room and promptly opened the safe.
Oh, it's still there. Okay.
This is it. This is what my father wanted to give me. Huh? The hands of the watch aren't moving.
You're right, is it broken? What a jerk, he didn't even give you a working watch. Whatever. Throw that crap in the garbage.
What does it mean? Why did my father want to give me this?
Are you gonna raid someone? Yeah, at the end of the stream, which is probably like an hour and a half from now. It's a mini Big Ben. That's definitely worth something then. It's like one of those ones made out of acrylic. It's filled with the little gold pieces. You know, so you can shake it around like a snow globe.
I wonder, is there a hint somewhere? What should I select?
The watch.
Oh, doesn't look like there are any hints here.
I wonder. Is there a hint in the diary? No? In the letter? In the paper?
I reread Mr. Oliver's letter.
I read this before I leave the battlefield. I think I wondered whether I should at all. If you see this, think of it as guidance from the Virgin Mary. You know, the one your stupid maid broke. The key is for the safe in my room. For the dial number, look very closely at the Bible on the bookshelf. Hopefully, I can come home safely and tell you this face to face after you have reached adulthood. I sincerely hope that said time will come. Finally, allow me to apologize for my poor handwriting. As expected, I couldn't ask Keith this time. Key 0.
What's interesting about the letter is pretty much nothing. What a really boring guy. The guidance of the Virgin Mary. Key 0.
I mean, key 0 sounds pretty familiar, or pretty, sounds pretty important.
I'm interested in part of the letter that says Key 0. It's like ReZero. You ever seen that anime? They're probably connected.
Oh yes, I wonder what that means. It must be talking about a key, and that would make the 0.
What should I do?
Search for 0 on the watch? Play anything multiplayer? Not very often. I play Mario Kart sometimes. ReZero is great. I only got like 5 episodes in. I don't know. I don't even remember why I stopped playing or stopped watching it.
The only number with a 0 on the watch would be X10. Well, so what? I don't understand. I'll try thinking about it again.
Move the watch hands.
Where should I move the watch hands to? To 10. Ah, nothing happened.
Alright. So don't do that.
To 1. To 2. I'll just go through each one. To 3. To 4. Alright, we can do this all day.
Because it won't let me go back. So I just have to do this.
Nothing happened, alright.
Unless I'm like permanently stuck in this. Uh-oh. Oh. Alright, it's the very last one I picked.
So, 12 a.m. The hands point to 12. Yeah. I moved the hands of the watch to 12, then it exploded. Wow. The watch face came off like a lid and the key came out. Okay.
Yeah, we did it through pure trial and error. Mostly just error. Okay, yeah.
This key.
There's something written on the tag. Open the forbidden fruit? Whoa, dirty.
I don't know what it means. Oh, what this key opens.
It's like a chastity belt or something? You have any idea what the forbidden fruit could be?
Well, Generally speaking, it's a fruit from the Garden of Eden in the Bible. You can eat it to gain the knowledge of good and evil.
Knowledge. Maybe it means we'll find knowledge using this key.
It says open the forbidden. That's it.
The forbidden fruit. It could be talking about an apple.
That's one theory. Oh, an apple? Have you seen the new iPhone? Kinda sucks. They really didn't do much to improve it, did they?
18 plus stream again? No.
Mr. Irving headed towards the door with a start. Did you think of something?
Yeah, there are apple trees in our reception room.
What, there are? Trees inside? It ain't Christmas. Gotta go? Okay, cool. Thanks for stopping by. See you later.
Apple trees in the reception room? What the fuck? I guess we're going to the reception room then.
Bye, have a good day too.
5 apples are carved into the reception room wall.
Oh, they meant not actual trees.
I see, so these are the apple trees. I hadn't been to this room since the seance, and back then the room was dark. I didn't really look around too much, so I didn't notice them. So is there something that we can use the key on?
I thought we should come here because of the apples. There might be somewhere to use the key.
There might? What's this, jackass? You're not even gonna try?
Yeah, fancy wood. Oh, 18 plus stream again.
I'm not sure. There's a courtyard behind here. Besides, it seems too small for the wall to be the only thing separating the two areas.
Gotcha, betcha. There might be a space between this room and the courtyard.
I only lived in the manor when I was a child, so I don't know everything. I think it's worth investigating.
Yes, I'll look around to see if there's somewhere I can use a key. Search start.
Let's see, 0, 1, 2. Key 0. So this one, even though it has 1, not 0. Oh, fruit 1.
There's nothing here.
So there's not a fruit 0, right? I mean, we could just try them all, right? Fruit 1. Fruit 5. Haha, what a good guess. I have no idea why that was right, but it was.
What, it moves? Now that I think about it, V was engraved on the key.
Oh. I didn't even notice.
There was a hint to the keyhole location. It was indicating the only tree with a 5th apple. What, did you just guess that? Alright. So much for our clues and all that, jeez. I slid aside the panel with the fruit. There was a keyhole. Son of a bitch.
Amazing to think that it was hidden there.
What I need to use with this keyhole is the pocket watch. I put the key into the keyhole and heard it unlock. The wall opened like a door. It's getting spooky.
There gonna be like zombies in here?
This place is... Behind the door was a set of stairs going down. They led to this room.
Uh-oh, secret kill room.
Was there always a room like this here? Have I been here before?
Oh no, it's... Get out of there, it's Erwin's basement. Erwin's basement. Place has a crazy amount of secrets. It does.
What is this room for?
I don't remember. This place doesn't seem like it's used often. Probably for turning people into titans.
It looks like a storeroom. Was Mr. Albert trying to tell us about this room? Is there something important here? I should investigate.
Oh, no search start this time? You're just throwing us right in?
Variety of books are tightly packed on the shelves. They are labeled and seem to be well managed. I opened the door and found a rusty box. It won't open. Should I press these buttons? I randomly pressed the 3 buttons on the side of the box. Huh, it still won't open.
Sherlock Holmes had a field day with this place? Yes. That'd be pretty fun for him too, right?
I looked inside the box on the first shelf, but there was nothing out of the ordinary.
Really? What was in there, though? I feel like anything in here is something out of the ordinary.
Looking inside the box on the second shelf, I found a can I'd never seen before. Hormel chili? What is this? It's polishing powder, often used to remove rust. There's still some left. It seems like I'll be able to use it. Can this remove the rust from the box? Now all I need is something to apply the powder with. Irving, give me your shirt.
Wait, you just use your own, what's it called? Apron. Use your apron.
There's nothing. Alright. Looking inside the box on the fourth shelf, I found many cloths inside. Could these be used for something? I should be allowed to use them if they're scraps.
Be fun until the bullet case. You would give up after seeing that level of stupidity? Yeah. It almost sounds like a Sherlock Holmes thing, right? Like something just so ridiculously out there. You're like, okay, I guess it's technically possible, so let's just choose to believe it.
Remove the rust. I used a polishing powder in the old cloth to remove the rust in the box. 9ZE. I found something that looked like letters on the lid. 11037. Maybe this is a hint for the buttons? Let's try pressing it. First I'll press the bronze button on the right.
3. Is that really all it's gonna be? They're not gonna try anything harder than that?
I pressed each of the buttons on the box. It's open! It opened, Mr. Irving. This was a puzzle for 6-year-olds.
We used the paper to make the Sachiko charm.
Wow, that was amazing! Not really. I thought you'd be able to do it. Good job. You want a cookie? Ooh, such a big girl. You're so smart. Here you go.
Oh, thank you very much.
What's inside?
Stabbing time. I looked into the open box and found a knife. It was covered in red-black rust and had a faint
Odor.
It's a bit creepy. Could this rust be dried blood?
Saved rusty knife in memory. Okay, cool.
Mr. Irving, did you kill somebody?
Nah, yeah. Uh-oh.
The blood trained from Mr. Irving's face. His white skin took on a pallid hue. You know, 'cause you could totally tell that, right? What's wrong? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Let's go.
What?
Let's get out of here.
Carrying the box, Mr. Irving stumbled toward the entrance of the basement on shaky legs.
Uh-oh, what did he do?
Oh, hold on. Please let me hold the box.
Why?
Oh no.
Oh, you don't look so well, so I thought I might carry it.
Thank you. Could you take it to my room?
Yes. He's scaring me.
Uh-oh.
His voice and facial expressions feel cold. What's really going on? Suddenly, I remembered the look on Mr. Irving's face when he heard the words abominable demons at the seance. It seemed like he had heard the phrase before, but I can't remember Mr. Oliver ever saying that. where had Mr. Irving heard it before?
Why would you remember Oliver saying anything? He was dead before you started here.
We left the basement and headed back to Mr. Irving's room. We ran to Mr. Maurice on the way here.
My lord, you seem to have difficulty walking. What's wrong? Oh, did you get poisoned again? Jeez, it happens all the time.
He suddenly got sick.
Are you okay? Should I call a doctor? Should I call the wambulance for your little baby?
No, I just need a little rest. Can you get me a drink or something? Preferably not poisoned.
Understood. I'll have someone bring it later.
Wait, someone? You were so concerned about him being poisoned before that you're like, I personally bring all his stuff. And now you're just gonna give it to some random anybody?
Ellie, can you report to me after things have settled?
Yes. We parted ways and continued on to Mr. Irving's room. I'll set this here. Try not to kill anybody with it.
Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. That's the sound of a whammy that's coming just for you.
Yeah?
I put the box I brought on the table. Smash the Virgin Mary statue once again.
Well.
When I turned around, Mr. Irving was sitting on the bed with his jacket off. I turned around again just to see what else would happen. He still looks pale, but seems to have calmed down a little bit compared to before.
Abby, tell Maurice that I'm fine, would you? I'm sure that he's worried.
Of course. So about the clothes coming off, you know. Oh, nothing. Excuse me. I want to ask him why he suddenly feels ill after looking inside the box. But it's better to ask that later. I should have him rest for now. I better go report to Mr. Maurice about Mr. Irving. And then he took his shirt off. I know, right? He's gotta be into me. I bumped into Mr. Maurice downstairs. Whoops. I bumped into Mr. Maurice downstairs. Ow.
Oh, Ellie, how's the Lord doing?
Oh, he's hotter than ever. I mean, he's fine. He's good. He's resting. He's great. He seems to have calmed down a little, so I came to report to you.
Okay, let me hear it.
I told Mr. Maurice about what happened in the basement.
I see. You can go to the basement from the reception room.
Did you know about it?
I've heard such a place exists, but I don't know anything about it. I've never been there either.
Yeah, Maurice, you missed some interesting things.
Really? Even you, Mr. Maurice? You know, I could question you till all your roses burst. You wouldn't like that, would you?
Not to mention a knife with blood rust on it. How unsettling. Was Mr. Oliver trying to give it to the Lord?
Is blood rust a term? I've heard of bloodlust.
I'm not sure. Do you have any idea?
No, nothing. Like I said yesterday, I haven't always been working here.
Yeah, but you did lie about like 6 things, so... Oh, that's right. You went to work for another family, traitor.
Yes, I was away for 2 years or so when the Lord was about 10 years old.
Ah, convenient.
Yeah, Maurice, can you stop being suspicious for like 5 minutes? Just, you know. Or just admit it. Just cop to all the horrible things you must have done.
When Mr. Irving was about 10 years old, what happened at the manor then is...
The seance.
About 10 years ago, when Mr. Irving was 11 years old, Ms. Mahi apparently conducted an exorcism here. I remember saying you never actually met her.
Right, so I don't know much about the exorcism either. Keith mentioned a little about it. It's so un-American to have an exorcism.
Did Mr. Keith know about it?
Well, I suppose he was working here as a footman back then, so... He never really spoke much about that time, though. Perhaps he didn't want to talk about it because of several misfortunes.
Misfortunes?
The lady of the house passed away, and many of the servants were let go. Keith is one of the few who stayed.
I see. Do those misfortunes have anything to do with the exorcism? I wonder if there's any connection between the knife and the exorcism that took place 10 years ago. I want to go ask Mr. Irving about them.
What do you think? Something's gonna happen? He's gonna be going crazy, staring at the knife, tossing and turning, shirtless.
Excuse me, huh?
Oh.
Mr. Irving and Ms. Noel were already in their rooms. Huh? What are you doing in here, Ms. Noel? Better be maid stuff. And not like me made stuff, like you made stuff. Like cleaning. They both had serious looks on their faces. Is there something wrong?
Oh, Ellie, we found the knife is missing.
Oh, the knife? Wait.
How'd that happen? You were literally in here. Oh. Good job.
I left the room for a little while after you were gone, and when I returned, the knife was gone from the box. God, I forgot to turn the security cameras on again. The laser sensors and everything.
I wonder if someone stole it. No one was here when I arrived. Who would steal a knife and why? Who should I ask about the situation?
Ask Noel.
I brought some tea to the Lord, but no one was in the room when I got here. All I did when I got here was pour some tea from my teapot into the cup. Didn't touch the box at all.
I guess we ask Irving then. You had one job, Irving. Not to lose the next murder weapon.
I went outside as I wasn't feeling well. When I returned, Noel was in the room.
Very suspicious. The knife was already missing then.
Yes, I think it was stolen while I was gone.
Does that mean the knife was stolen after Mr. Irving left the room, but before Ms. Noel entered it? A likely story.
My lord, I'll check if anyone has been here. Please have the tea while it's hot. Excuse me.
No, don't you leave. Don't let her leave. Give her a thorough pat down before she goes.
She bowed, grasping what looked like a hat of some kind.
Like a hat of some kind. Louise is framing us again. She's like hiding under the bed. Gotta get her fired for sure this time. Huh.
It's a tea cozy. It keeps teapots warm and knives hidden.
God damn it.
After Ms. Noel left the room, Ms. Irving sighed deeply.
Goodness, who'd steal something like that?
Oh gee, I wonder who it could have been. His face has turned pale again. It's just like he'd been down in the basement.
Yeah, say, that's a nice tea cozy you got there.
Maybe he'll feel better if I can get the knife back. I wonder why it was stolen, but first of all, lay down on the bed. Mr. Irving, may I look around the room a little?
Yes, of course. I hope we can find out something.
Search start.
Not many places to look.
There's a teacup and some cupcakes. Delicious. Do you know if the tea has been tested for poison?
No, why don't you test it right now? Yeah, Noelle gave it a taste before she poured it into the cup.
Is that so? Then she'll be alright. The box. Huh? This is? There was a small piece of porcelain in the box. It was as if the knife had been replaced by it.
So a piece of porcelain from like a teacup?
The piece is wet and a little warm. It smells like black tea. Is it a teacup fragment?
Well, yeah, I guess.
The floor. When I examined the floor, I found a few damp spots.
Ew.
Irving, come on. The bathroom is like 3 feet away. You don't have to. I know Maurice is not here to help you, but come on. You're a big boy now. I believe. Okay, next time though. If you ever have trouble, just call me. I'm here to help.
Yeah, get back here, Noelle. We have questions for you.
Oh, they're a little warm and smell like tea. Tea. T-E-A, tea. I searched every corner of the teacup. There are no missing parts and no cracks. So the piece in the box isn't from this cup. What cup is it from? I went through everything. The box contains what may be a teacup fragment. And on the floor, quite possibly tea droplets. I'm not saying anything. Alarming.
The cup on the table is not particularly chipped. What is going on?
My take of the situation is that originally there were 2 teacups. Does it mean there were originally 2 teacups?
I don't think there's a reason to bring 2.
Surely it's not necessary if it's only for Mr. Irving.
This tea has been replaced with poison tea.
The tea may have been replaced. Perhaps the original cup broke.
I see. Did Noelle break it? So unlike her.
I'll investigate a little more on this matter. I need to find out who stole the knife.
Oh yeah, maybe Natalie spilled and cracked the cup while replacing it with poison tea.
Thank you. I'm counting on you.
Yes, Mr. Irving, please take a good rest. You don't look so well. Also, don't drink the fucking tea.
I'll do that.
Mr. Irving lay down in the bed looking tired. Actually, I had a lot of questions to ask. I'll leave them till after the theft case is resolved. If he's still alive. Alright, where do we go? The kitchen. Alright, motherfuckers, what's going on in here?
Hey, Eddie, perfect timing.
Once in the kitchen, Mr. Jack greeted me with a grin. I don't trust this guy.
I can use some help. Could you clean those dishes?
Oh, sure. Can I ask you some questions in return?
Question start.
Can I have a raise for becoming your friggin' bodyguard?
Sure, what do you want to know?
I'm checking to see who entered my lord's room in the past hour. Is there anything you could know? If so, can you tell me?
Someone entering the Lord's room. Ah, well, Mr. Maurice did ask me to prepare some treats for the Lord to enjoy with his tea. I asked Natalie to take them. Someone took the tea while I was out for a bit, but they forgot to bring the treats up, so that's all I know.
So Natalie is the one who took the cupcakes I saw in the Lord's room.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm getting tired.
Oh my god, I called it. Yeah, we both did, I think.
But my God, Natalie's face was white as a ghost when she came back. She wandered off somewhere almost into days. I was actually going to ask her to wash the dishes. Well, we should fire her.
Is that so? What happened to her?
Well, maybe she just wasn't feeling good.
Why is it? I'm worried.
Ah, nicely done. That's enough, thanks.
After washing the last of the dishes, he handed me a towel and some cupcakes.
They're totally not poisoned. Your reward for helping out. If you see Natalie, give her one too. She may feel better after eating something sweet.
True, thank you. I left the kitchen with the cupcakes. They were still warm.
Yeah, what do you think of that, Josh? Warm cupcakes. Hell yeah. Delicious, right? Where'd she go? The terrace? The dining room?
A spider.
Oops.
As soon as I entered the dining room, I heard Louisa bitching about something again. Louisa was running toward me, duster in hand. A spider? Oh, you're right. I'm glad it didn't come out in the middle of the meal.
There's nothing to be glad about. Why did it come out in front of me?
You don't like spiders, Louisa?
Well, you do? Alright, then you take care of it. 0 out of 10 fire, Jack, immediately.
Okay, Jamie the Duster. And can I ask you some questions? I want to ask you about the tea in Mr. Irving's room. Why did you poison it?
Tea? Yeah, that was me. Mr. Maurice asked me to bring it up. Her daughter wasn't in the room, so I just put it on the table.
Really? Did you break the cup in that time? The way you broke the statue?
Spider burned this mansion down. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's the only spider in this whole place. I'm not that clumsy.
I don't know. I think maybe you are.
Eh,
Well, you broke the Virgin Mary statue before, so... Oh, I mean, okay. So nothing happened. So this means that Louisa first brought the cup, and somehow the teacup broke, so Ms. Noel brought another one.
Ellie, did you catch it?
Yeah, here!
Toss it at her.
Oh yeah, I'll release it outside. By outside, I mean the top of your head.
Burn it down now. What if it comes inside again?
Really? Well, deal with it then. Spiders are better to have around anyway, so long as they're not venomous. They eat other pests after all.
Well, they're all venomous, so... Tough luck about that one.
If they're harmless, there's no reason to kill them anyway.
You're too optimistic. You might get bitten while saying that.
Huh? Well, I wouldn't want that.
Hehe. It may very well sneak up on you and strike when you least suspect it.
It wouldn't be the scariest thing lurking about in this manor. That'd be all the fucking murderers.
I have a plan for that, Louisa. Now.
And does she not realize it though? Then again, Louisa might even be the culprit herself. The same goes for Ms. Noel, Mr. Jack, and even little Natalie. Though...
Okay, looks like you've seen a ghost. It's not that scary.
Oh, nothing. I need to get going. Thanks for answering my questions. With that, I hurried out of the room.
The hall.
Just as I arrived, Mr. Ewan came in through the front door. I could totally make a joke here, but I'm not gonna.
Hey, Ellie, I'm back.
Welcome back. Were you able to talk to the villagers?
Yeah, I surrounded by the black dog, but didn't really learn much about it. My hunch is telling me that they're hiding something.
Hiding? What do you mean?
Asked about the attack on Natalie, but they all said it was the black dog's doing, nothing more. The young people seem to really have no clue. Old folks, though, it's like they didn't want to say.
I wonder if it's like some kind of like punishment in the village type thing. Like what's his name? I can't remember his name. The demon in Higurashi, something like that. God, what's his name? Oyashiro-sama, right?
Voldemort!
Yeah, it's divine punishment from Voldemort.
I tried to coerce it out of them, but they just run away. Either that or glare and say it's none of my business. How rude.
What's that supposed to mean? Are they forbidden from talking about it or something?
Maybe. I did hear there used to be a black dog in the woods long ago, but I have a feeling it was just a regular mutt. That particular black dog dog would wag its tail and come up to you sniffing, apparently. Gross.
That sounds like just a normal dog. There might have been no black dog after all?
Maybe. The villagers might have just created this black dog creature as an excuse to hide things that made them look bad. Huh. That does sound pretty similar to what I just said. It was Scooby-Doo covered in paint. Zoinks.
I see. But what sort of things?
In any case, I'll dig in some more. How's things on your end?
Well, I actually had a bit of an incident. I'm looking into that.
What is it? Did someone come after him again?
No, it's not that, but probably yes. I told him that Mr. Irving and I found the knife in the basement, and that it was then stolen.
I wonder what the deal is there. Maybe it was stolen by whoever it is who wants to kill Irving. It's kind of exactly like my plan with a knife, stabbing. Remember when I tried to do that? Remember when I was totally gonna kill him? Pretty funny looking back on it now.
I'm not sure. If that's the case, then I need to look deeper.
Yeah, but don't just stick your nose in things blindly. Let me handle the dangerous stuff like murdering him.
Here we know why Ewan didn't take the knife this time.
Ah, thank you very much. He's helping to investigate. How should I feel about this? Couldn't care less.
I guess I can count on him, right? I might as well save. But I assume I can count on him.
I can count on him. I'm glad he's helping us out with the investigation.
Yeah, everyone is trying to kill him, so it's not really all that helpful.
I'm gonna go out again. I'll check out the deeper part of the woods where the rumors say that Black Dog has appeared.
Understood. Please be careful. I saw Mr. Ewan off as he went out the door.
So I guess the terrace is the only thing left? Here we go. Getting to the nitty gritty. See what Natalie has to say next time. Because I'm pretty tired. Yeah, we found her. Look at that face. I'm betting she didn't actually do it. Or maybe if she's trying to kill her, it's one of those... the same kind of thing where she's been lied to. Somebody's setting her up. Yeah, I'm getting pretty sleepy, so I think I'm gonna call it here and come back some other time and finish this. Well, thanks everybody so much for watching. Let's find somebody to raid, okay? Even if you don't stick around to watch, please be a part of the raid, just to make them feel good. Did you just throw away all the sharp objects? Yeah, and all the weapons, and... make sure there isn't any, like, plates around that they could, like, throw at his head. Well, we can raid Sue the Sloth. That's somebody that I know. I feel like I gotta get more, like... gotta follow more people who are on late at night. But there's still Sue the Sloth, so why not? They're playing Pokemon Legends.
No skewers allowed?
How are they gonna cook their delicious charred meat over the fire? Alright, give me 1 second to get ready for the raid.
Togami might die. No!
And I think we're just going with just maid raid. And I don't know if you can use my things or not, but hopefully. If not, you could just use generic hearts, I guess. Alright, here we go. Of course, I'm misspelling it. The raid has been created. Three viewers are ready to raid. Cool. Alright, thanks again everybody for watching. I'll see you again maybe tomorrow? I'm not sure. I might take the day off. See you again soon. Bye!